skydiving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
There goes Facebook. All right. Facebook is running a little slow right now. It's a little bit of sharing here in the trudging together family. That's right. We are family. I got all my 12 steps in me. Oh, what happened to my bubbles? I had bubbles on here. I haven't seen them for weeks. What happened to my bubbles? I bought these. These are driving gloves, but they're also winter gloves. I think I've used them once. Nice gloves, man. A little too small, but look, I can drive. Billie Jean's not my lover. All right. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a really good mood. Just, and life's not really going any different, you know. It's just, hi Ingrid. You can have a bright, sunshiny day. I sing all day long. I do. All day. I'll break out in song. You gotta watch me. I had a friend that said, do you make a song out of everything I say? I believe I made it. I probably went, say what you want. All right. What do I miss? What do I not miss about drinking? Laughing. Welcome to Daily Trudge. Dion, I'm a drunk. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a hopeless, helpless, chronic alcoholic. Till I'm not. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Hangovers. I'll miss hangovers. Miss hangovers? I'll miss them. Shaking all the time. Shaking all the time. Yeah. There's a lot of things I don't miss about drinking. What are some things you don't miss about drinking? Just like who was it? He got cut from the James Taylor. James Taylor does songs like that. Yeah. Did you hear the song that he wrote when he got cut from the DNC? Oh, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. You should still do that. Just do that. Embarrass him. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. They may hate it now. Okay. My granddaughters, see, that's something that I don't miss about. That's something I don't miss about not drinking, not being able to see my kids, my grandkids. I don't miss that. Not being available, not being able to help. Do it. I'm making my two little grandkids, my youngest. They're we watched the first 3 Star Wars this weekend, right? And in the beginning, they didn't want to. Okay, but I'm not doing it so that they have Star Wars. It's not what I'm doing. No, one day I won't be here. And I want them to think back and be like, you know what? My granddad really, really loved me. And they'll love Star Wars because of it. And every time they think of Star Wars, they'll think of me. That's what I'm doing. I'm creating memories. Right? None of my grandkids have ever seen me drunk. Ever. No. They're not going to. They don't know that part of Grandpa. And they don't need to know that part of Grandpa. Lying. I'll miss the lying. God, that lying was probably the deepest cut for me because it would tear me up, man. Like inside, it would just lying and knowing that I'm lying, it tore me up because I knew how wrong it was. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you. What are some of the things that you folks don't miss about drinking? I'd tell you the biggest one for me, guilt. It's making me want to cry. It's making me want to cry, man, because I can think back there are times when I was supposed to go pick up my little girl and I couldn't. I was so fucking hungover. I was so fucking hungover that I couldn't do it. I would find excuses to not be with my kids. And to this day, that still fucking hurts, man. And I'm certainly not putting anything on my parents, but I, you know, I I don't have a problem confronting my children, but it gotta be done the right way, right? You know, but the guilt. Every time I took a drink, not every time, when I would, like during the day when I would first start drinking, that's when the guilt would start. And what sucks is whatever emotion you are feeling when you get drunk is going to be enhanced. And then out would come the frothy emotional appeal. Last couple of years of my drinking, where there was no um, there was no peace, none. I couldn't find it. My wife and I sat down and figured out how much peace does Dion get a day when he's drinking, and it's about 10 to 15 minutes. That's all I got. And it was the time that elapsed from when I had that 2, 3 beer buzz to being drunk. And considering when I drank, I'd start with 240s and a shot. I'm already 5 in. All right. Ingrid has something to say here. I think anxiety of someone figuring out that I had been drinking at my kids' schools. Yeah. Yeah. The anxiety, the paranoia of thinking of knowing that other people know. People don't say anything, but most people do know. They do. When you're sweating all the time, I all I did was sweat. And when I did that, you know what it smelled like? Old alcohol, because I had nothing but alcohol in my system. All right. Then we start to think things like vodka doesn't have a smell. If you drink vodka, not only do I know that you've been drinking, I know it's vodka. Because vodka has a very distinct smell. But it's clear, so it must not stink. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but I can smell vodka, right? I know. So did I. You want to know why you can't smell it? You're drunk. You're drunk. You can't smell it because you're drunk. Okay? If I went around another smoker, they wouldn't know that I was a smoker unless I lit up a cigarette. But if I went around a non-smoker, they would know immediately. Your paw. Your paw. Oh, I left. So, well, sometimes it goes back and forth. Hi, if you're still here. But it's, yeah. See, those are things, but that's what alcoholics think. And see, I knew that because you're an alcoholic, not because of the way that you drank or anything else. Right? When Bill says in the big book that he was telling Lois that men of genius come up with their best ideas while drinking. Another excuse. That's another thing I don't miss. The excuses. Don't miss the excuses. Yeah. See? Scars are actually healthier for you. Still not healthy, but they're healthier because they don't have nicotine in them and all the other junk. Right. So, see? We run around thinking people don't know that we're drinking. Gee, why are your cheeks always red and you're always so jovial? I'm happy because I'm drunk, because I'm getting what I want. I don't miss not getting what I want. Now I get what I want. But what I want is different than when I'm drinking. All right? But what's another thing? The shame. The shame. I don't miss it. No. I don't I don't walk around with shame anymore. Amber wants to skip to the end of this and figure it because she knows I'm gonna fucking say it. It all leads to freedom. P. William Wallace, my friends, freedom. All right, thanks for being here. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna keep going. It's all good. It's all good. I love this stuff. But it bothered. Oh no. Oh, I know, but the end result's the same for all of us. So that was correct. I don't mind at all. I really don't. It just gave me another chance to give you a shit. That's all it really was. But it never bothered me when I was smoking. It was causing blood clots though, so I switched to vaping. That I'm now trying to quit. Yes, shame. I don't miss that either. Blame. I don't miss blaming other people and accusing other people and judging other people. I don't miss that at all. Nope. Intrusive thoughts. Nope. Don't miss it. No, I don't. The shucking, the conniving, stealing. Don't miss it. Yeah. The manipulation. This all goes together, right? It all goes together. But I would, aside from shame, which comes with this, I think the biggest out of all of it, being available, being 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 something that's worth having, man. And God turned me into something worth having. Now we're all worth having. You're all worth, every single person is worth my time. Because time is the most valuable thing that I have. That's another thing I don't miss about drinking, not having time for others. But being able to be available, be a good person, be a good father, be a good husband, friend, grandfather, a working member of society, for me, that's where it's at, man. And when I'm drinking, I can't have any of it. It's taken from me. I don't have choices when I'm drinking. All my options are gone. I don't miss that. I don't miss not remembering. Don't miss that. I already forget enough as it is, man. You know, and it's scary. There's things I cannot recall. And I'm not talking about instances. I'm talking about years of stuff. A couple years in there over the last 12 years that I have to ask my wife. Like, did this really happen? Yeah, it did. You know, I don't miss the cops being at my house. I don't miss the arguing. I don't miss the crying. I don't miss the frothy emotional appeal. I don't miss jumping out of the car because I'm drunk and not getting what I want and I'm on the other side of town and I'm not thinking of fucking anybody or anything. I don't miss any of it. No. Now, at the same time, if I wasn't an alcoholic, I don't know that I'd have God in my life. I don't know that I'd have a higher power. I certainly wouldn't have my friends Ingrid, Amber, and Patricia hanging out with me, who hang out with me all the time. I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't have any friends. I wouldn't even be allowed to see my grandchildren. I wouldn't be able to blame my daughter for that. No, you know, well, if I was drinking, I'd probably be in a cardboard box. Nobody would be talking to me now. I know. So these are the things that I just don't miss about drinking. I don't miss the Four Horsemen. They were my best friends for a long time. I cried when they left, man. That hurt. They were my friends. Terror, bewilderment, frustration, and despair. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect mix to take over hell. Don't miss my rides to hell anymore either and back. I'll miss pounding on the gates of hell saying, let me in. We got work to do. What are the something? Now let's take the other side. Let's throw some gratitude on this one. All right, so let's take the other side. Oh, that worked out well. Grateful. Grateful as fuck. 16 just joined on Instagram, so good call. We're just going into gratitude. Well, we can take the opposites of all that, can't we? What is it that I like about sobriety? I like being able to be honest. I like it. I like to be honest about who I am and what I can do. I love knowing the truth. I love it. And I'll tell you why. Because it sets me apart. See, I'm already set apart. Everywhere I go, I'm different from someone, right? Yes, yeah, you three know what I'm talking about. So I need to be extraordinary. Not extraordinary, extraordinary. If you ever see me in a Zoom meeting, okay, I walk around a lot, but I overemphasize everything. Somebody says, oh, I got 23 days. I'm like, yeah. Because without the words, without the sound, they won't get it. So I overdo it. That's called acting. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not acting. I am happy for them. I am truly happy for them. I'm truly happy for them because I know what's going to happen. And then I've gained. And then I gained Okay. Am I being an extreme midwife again? Oh, you got it from the extraordinary. Got it. Okay. I caught up. You have to remember there's like a 12-second delay. Language of the heart, page 35. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Was not this terrible experience the very thing that humbled you so completely that you were able to find God? Oh, son of a gun. What? All right, I'm on page 35. Let's go ahead and read some of this. This is why I like this, because I never know what's going to happen. And you guys don't either. I don't know what direction I'm going to go on this, but I do know it helps. So, all right. I got to go back a paragraph, but I will read quickly, a little bit quicker so we can get to that. The story will illustrate. Some time ago, we made a long list of seeming failures in the first year of AA. Every alcoholic on the list had been given good exposure. Most of them had attended AA meetings for several months. After slipping and sliding around, they had all disappeared. Some said they were not alcoholic. Others couldn't stand for our belief in God. Many had developed an intense resentment towards their fellows. Anarchists at heart, they could not conform to our society. And because our society did not conform to them, they quit, but only temporarily. Over the years, most of these so-called failures have returned, often becoming magnificent members. Talking about planting the seed. Okay. If somebody says this isn't for me, great. Okay. Well, if you change your mind, I'm here. Just leave it at that, man. Leave it at that. Do not try and destroy their drinking career at that stage. Just give them the information or they're not going to call you back. Okay. I learned that one the fucking hard way. Don't do that. Time and place, right? Over the years, most of these so-called failures have returned, often becoming magnificent members. We never ran after them. They returned of their own accord. Each time I spot one newly back, I ask him why he rejoined our fold. Invariably, his answer runs like this. When I first contacted AA, I learned that alcoholism is a disease, an obsession of mind that compels us to drink, and a sensitivity to the body that condemns us to go mad or die if we keep on. I also learned that AA worked, at least for some alcoholics. But I then disliked AA's method, hated some of the alcoholics I met there, and I still toyed with the idea that I could do the job of quitting all by myself. After several more years of terrible drinking, which I found I was powerless to control, I gave up. I returned to AA because it was the only place left to go. I had tried everything else. Arrived at this point, I knew that I must act quickly, that I must adopt the 12 steps of AA recovery program, that I must cease hating my fellow alcoholics, that I must now take a place among them as a very small part of a great whole. The Society of Alcoholics Anonymous, it all boiled down to one simple question: do or die. I had to conform to AA principles or else. No more anarchy for me, so I am back. This illustration shows why we of AA must hang together or hang separately. We are players of a stern drama where death is the prompter to those who falter. Could anyone imagine a more powerful restraint upon us than this? Yeah, it's got to be here for the future generations. That's why I'm very protective of AA. It's why you hear me talk often about these other ways that just don't work. They have been tried and it didn't work. Okay. Well, we already have enough things in the way, and the more things that I remove that you can try, the faster you'll get to AA. Because I know you're going to try all the other shit first. I already know that. So if I can remove some of them and get rid of some of those obstacles in your way, you're not even ever know. You won't know. I don't need to tell you because I don't need credit. Right? I do a lot of things in this community. A lot. Okay? I'm constantly contacting. Anyway, but we are getting to this part right in the language. Yet the history. Okay, it's in this paragraph. So. Yet the history of uncontrolled drinking shows that fear alone chastened but few alcoholics. Much more than fear is needed to bind us anarchists together. Yeah. You know it's killing you. Yeah, leave me alone. You know it's killing you. Yeah, I know. Leave me the fuck alone. That's the game. That was the game me, Mr. Barleycorn, and the Four Horsemen like to play. Leave me the fuck alone. Several years ago, speaking at Baltimore, I ran on at a great rate about terrible sufferings we alcoholics had to endure. My talk must have been strong flavor of self-pity and exhibitionism. I kept referring to our drinking experience as a great calamity, a terrible misfortune. Here it comes. I already know what's going to happen. I haven't read this yet, but I know. I kept referring to our drinking. After the meeting, I was approached by a Catholic clergyman who genially remarked. That means he approached him nicely. He was genial about it. Excuse me, do you have a minute? There's some things, okay? I heard you say you thought your drinking a great misfortune, but it seems to me that in your case, it was your great good fortune. Thanks, Ingrid, for making me right. And I stole it from somebody else, so we're all right, right? There it is. Now I'm grateful to be an alcoholic because I can't think of anything else that would have led me to God or you. Or you. Not just God, but my wife, my children, all my fucking friends. Thank you, God. But it seems to me that in your case, okay, was not this terrible experience the very thing which humbled you so completely that you were able to find God? Did not the suffering open your eyes and your heart? All the opportunity you have today, all this wonderful experience you call AA, once had its beginning in deep personal suffering. In your case, that was actually no misfortune. It was your great good fortune. UAAs are privileged people. It's true. It's so fucking true. You were chosen, picked out of billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of fucking souls. You were picked to help God's children. God doesn't give that gift to everyone. He just doesn't. Everybody has their place. If you think on it, maybe we made the decision. And my last life was pretty tame. I think I'm going to go for a harder life this time. I don't know. Maybe it happened. Maybe I made that choice before I was born. Just thinking out loud. I don't know enough to. If I went on, I'd be an extreme midwife. We're only going to get that. We're the only people that's going to get that joke. And Mandy. Oh, all right. So thank you, Ingrid. Thank you very much. In fact, I'm going to mark that in that book. That paragraph was gold, man, because it picks right on Bill. And don't we all respect Bill? Right? You go to AA, you don't fucking talk shit about Bill Wilson. We will tear you a new asshole. Yes, Bill Wilson tried drugs to get rid of his depressions, and he found out it didn't work. So don't try it. Thank you, Bill. He was an alcoholic, not a drug addict. Okay? Could have been, probably could have been a drug addict, but that's not for this conversation. Okay? The mind, your alcoholism is so powerful, so powerful. Do you want to know what Bill Wilson's last wish was, his dying wish? He asked for a shot of whiskey. He asked for a shot of whiskey. He wasn't there anymore. That wasn't Bill. Nope. Nope. Mr. Hyde wanted to go out with a bang. Didn't happen. Yeah, he wanted to drink. Bill Wilson. Okay? We're not free of it either. See? Time doesn't matter. The daily reprieve does. It's all you got. It's all I got right now. It's 422, and that's all that matters is that it's 422. We're all here. Us four are here. You know, we're trying to figure out how to be better people, and you know, I think that's great stuff. And I tell you right now, God takes care of those people. Okay, I don't want to sound too churchy or anything. Okay, but watch the fruits of labor. Okay, fruits of labor doesn't include money. Fruits of labor is service work. So get the fruits of your labor. Those are the people you hang with. The people that when nobody else in the group will do it, they'll say, I got it. Those are the people you fucking hang with. Okay? Drives me crazy. You go to a meeting, you got 30 people in it, you ask if somebody can read the daily reflection, everybody's all quiet. And then it ends up being the same person because they will do it because nobody else is taking it, but they don't want to do it first because they already do a ton of service work and they want everybody else to have a chance. Grab that service work, man. Read from the big book at your meetings. Well, I'm not a very good reader. We don't fucking care. If I'm in a meeting and you make fun of somebody of their reading, I'm going to take you by your ear and I'm going to toss you the fuck out. Or I'm going to flick your ear. Bap! So I get people to stop saying sorry. Bap! Sorry. Bap! Ooh. Yeah, don't say, okay. Sorry. You know what sorry means? Every time you say sorry, I was wrong. And you weren't wrong. Like you call somebody, they don't answer, they call you back. I'm sorry. Why? I couldn't get to the phone quick enough. That doesn't make you wrong. So what? I was talking to somebody earlier. They said, hey, Dion, I just seen somebody I haven't seen in 6 years. I'm going to call you back. Okay. I was not the priority anymore. So what? And she doesn't need to be sorry about it either. And I told her that. I quit telling me sorry. You're not doing anything wrong. And this is a pastor. Oh, they're human? Oh, wow. All right, before I go, just allow people. Give people the allowance. I'm going to tell you, give people permission to heal. It's weird. You know what? I'm going to give you permission to have a better day. When somebody respects you and you do that, it means something, man. It means something. All right. Yeah, this was a good one. This was a good one. Well, they're all pretty good, but they're even better when it's us four. Really is. Ingrid, I think I want to figure out sometimes, maybe once a week, where you can hit a meeting with us. I think that would be cool. I'll just get to it. Tuesday night, because Amber kind of brought this up earlier. I want to turn Tuesday night into a closed AA meeting. I want to structure it. When words come up, they come up. Newcomer packets. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm the only person. And I cannot make the decision myself. because the 12 by 12 says I can't. So I can't. Um, Thursdays, I'm going to go ahead and keep going. I called my sponsor because I wasn't sure. I know. So maybe we do something a little bit earlier. You can always add on. Maybe a 3 o'clock meeting. That'll really piss off how it works. All right. I know nights are hard for you, so but we can figure out a time, even if it's like a noon meeting or something. It's once a week. Once a week. I'm just trying to get you more involved, and I'm being selfish. I'm just be honest. That's it. Yeah. So we'll figure it out. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right? So. Oh, Thursdays, I talked to my sponsor, and I'm going to give it another month of going down there instead of shutting it down. He brought up some pretty good points. School's just coming back in. Summertime's hard. I don't really think we're going to get that many people quite yet. Once the detox opens, though, and now I'm talking to realtors. Once my sober living halfway, no, we came up with what we're going to call it, and we are calling it transitional living, because that way it's transitional living for homeless alcoholics and addicts. Alcoholics and addicts. Or maybe I should just have transitional living for people with addictions. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. I'm not buying or selling. So, no, I ain't paying for shit. This is all done. What we're doing is out of the goodness of our heart. So, I'm begging. I'm asking people to join in. Okay. They're not going to get rent for the first 2-3 months. They're going to have to be so, but God will give it to me. I need to rephrase that. God will give it to us because it's a we thing. It's a we thing. Got it. All right. You can do 10-step with me. I'm available. Yeah. All right. So those are all things I don't miss about drinking. 38 minutes of it. All right. Okay. Ingrid's letting me know when she can't meet. So I don't know. I'm just feeling this need that, I've got probably about 10 friends that I want to get a hold of and be like, just help me with this Tuesday night group. You don't need to show up every week, but I need you. I need you. It all fit together. A year from now, it's going to look totally different in Adams County. I love you. And I can walk like an Egyptian. I'm going to stop that because it hurts my neck. I got a quick story. Not really a story. I didn't know that my grandson, he moves around a lot when he's sleeping. And he was in our bowl chair, and I was just watching TV. He was asleep last night. The kids weren't home yet. He's like rolling around, and he rolls out of the bowl chair head first. And I haven't moved that fast in a long time, and it hurts still. I threw out my back. But he was going head first, man. It is amazing what the human body can accomplish in the time of an emergency. I caught him too. I was like this. He was still asleep. I grabbed him and I just held him for like 3 minutes because it scared the crap out of me. All right. And fuck realtors. I love you. You got third place in the laser tag. I still hurt. I love you. Peace out.